Do not be a furry. This is the 6th VRChat Commandment. Before we get into this, let's go over what being a furry actually means, because the definition is a little confusing for many people. So, when referring to the character avatar, a furry is an anthropomorphic animal, or something resembling one. So the word anthropomorphic refers to giving human-like traits to something that isn't human. So we have the combination of human and animal, the furry. Furries are everywhere in VRChat. Typically, they'll look like animals but are walk around on two legs, and their bodies may be slightly altered to more utilize this. Sometimes, if we're lucky, they'll be wearing clothing. Me personally, I think if all the furries wore clothing, I don't think people would have that much of an issue with them. I don't think I would. If these anthropomorphic animals are going to be more human-like, as the word anthropomorphic implies, then they need to wear some damn clothes, just like we do. One day I dream of a virtual world, where we could all live together in harmony. But if they're going to keep running around naked, this ain't going to happen. While some of these avatars are a little on the creepy side, the avatars themselves aren't necessarily the problem. It's the personalities of the people behind them. And this leads us to what a furry person is, as in the player itself. Have you ever seen one of these kinds of people? These are the furries that are so shunned in VRChat, and for good reason. A person who calls himself a furry is typically a member of such a community, as a strange obsession with all things furry, such as costumes or cosplay, the characters themselves, role playing, or more commonly, the art. And then there's the art. Now, please tell me how this isn't creepy. I mean, think about it. It's just a bunch of grown-ass adults running around these freaking costumes in public. This odd obsession is partly why people dislike furries. Most people dislike furries because of their commonly known sexual misconduct. Not only are these people just weird in general, but obviously they're sexualizing animals, which leads to the stigma of the furry avatars. The reason why furry avatars shouldn't be used in public is because doing so is a declaration of your perversion. Consistently using furry avatars tells everyone that you're a furry and that you will inevitably sexualize the furry characters, which is a simulation of bestiality, whether you like it or not. So, to the people who claim, oh, it's not a sexual thing, well, I respond with the utter fact that humans are sexual in nature, and you will eventually exhibit sexual behavior in one way or another. And if running around as a furry avatar, this logic dictates that you will sexualize the male or female equivalent, whatever your sexual preference is anyway. This same logic can extend to the unironic use of any avatar ever used in VRChat, but that's a sermon for another day. By the way, while maybe not all the furries are bad, I could confidently say that all Nanachis are. Stay away from Shibas, Hobkins, and especially the Nanachis. I suggest running like hell if they're a higher rank or in full body. Or both. That's how you know they're a furry or peer. And if they're Nanachis, they're also pedophiles. Did you know that Nanachi is an underage character, despite what all these miscreants have been telling you? This is Nanachi before she became mutated into the common form you see her as today. If that's not a child, I don't know what is. She looks like she's freaking 9. If you sexualize underage characters, you're a pedophile. Using the furry avatars is putting a target on your back. You're openly admitting that you're a social misfit, and you're proud of your strange obsession, or even fetish in most cases. Expect to get bullied or called out for it regularly. But if that's the kind of attention you're actively seeking, well, I think that makes you some kind of masochist. Seek help. I would say more on this, but I think the next clip does a really good job explaining things. Why is there such a massive correlation
Why are
between
you gay?
furries and LGBT?
Hey, being gay and being a furry is not the same
I find
thing, man.
LGBT a joke,
Yo,
to be
dude,
honest.
dude with the red eyes, what's your
Why
problem?
is there such a massive correlation? Tell me.
Yeah, why you got
Good question.
dots person? Why you gotta be so mean?
Why?
Why you gotta be so
Like,
rude
if
to these
they
people?
were
I
to
don't know.
spend thousands of
I
dollars
don't know,
just to
because like
dress up like the
99% of the
family dog,
population of us are like
who
gay.
cares?
Why is that?
That's why. Cosmic, do you know? Because I don't know.
I have the answer. Well, you see, the truth is, your community is composed of like social rejects, right? And then social rejects are typically LGBT as well. Like, obviously, trans
Hey,
people and
hey.
gays aren't going to fit in just like the regular people,
boy.
you know? Like,
Get
they
the
wouldn't.
message.
So,
Shut your
you
mouth.
have the trannies and
Yeah,
the
shut the fuck
gays,
up,
That's a
man.
good
and now
Holy
they
shit.
envision
Holy
themselves as
shit, man.
animals, and
Jesus
then what do you
Christ,
have?
man.
You just have like a big old bag
my
of
God.
crazies,
Do
you
you
know?
really
Just a
think
big
you
old
know
jar
everything?
of
You really think you know? I
mental
have a
illness.
serious question.
Yeah, boys, if you just right this way,
Wow.
please. Just right this way.
No, fuck
I hope he
you.
goes to the
Look, we
portal
don't take
himself,
too
actually.
kindly to your
Nah, I'm
type
happy
around
here.
these parts, alright? Y'all
Oh,
gotta
that would
be
be
getting
fucking
going. You
hilarious
gotta
if he goes
change
to the portal
avatars,
himself.
or you need to leave, alright?
No.
What you guys
Here,
are
one second.
doing...
Here, actually, I got you.
Here's why what you're
Everyone's
doing
fucked
is a
our
problem.
avatars here except for you.
Listen,
Nah, I
here's
got
why
you,
what you're
BB.
doing
I
is a
got you,
problem,
BB.
okay? Because you're in public, right?
Alright, there we go.
You
Does that
are
make you happy? I changed my
displaying...
avatar.
Can you please
You
shut
are
the fuck
displaying your
Oh, guys, it's this.
bestiality.
I've heard this argument
You're
before. I've heard this
displaying
argument
your
before.
perversion out
Keep
in
going.
open for everyone to see it.
Oh,
In front
perversion.
of children,
Perversion.
innocent
Oh.
Yeah,
people.
Oh,
For a respectful manner, you might want to think
you're
twice.
not. You're
You're
not.
just
I
being an asshole with everything
only
you're saying.
respect people who deserve respect, and people who display their
Oh, we
fetish
don't
in
deserve
public
respect?
lobbies do
Really?
not deserve
I mean,
respect.
I think everyone.
I
here
think
will
every human
disrespect
being
you because you
deserves a bit
kinda
of
seem to be
respect and
disrespecting
proper
everyone
like
here.
chance for conversation
You
instead
see?
of just being fucking locked down to like they're lower
is
than
this
you or
guy and
something.
why
That's
are we
an
kicking him?
interesting thing you said, Bimbo.
Oh, this guy is
Every
hating on us
human
furries
being,
because
right?
we're
Well, what have you
furries.
done here? You
And
threw
he's
away
saying
your
that we're
humanity
perverted, we're
to
being
roll around in the
perverts.
dirt with the dogs, okay?
Just
You
listen to me.
Hey,
want
bro, I got
to be
fucking lion's
treated
hair. Does
like
that make me a
animals,
furry?
okay? You want to be
No,
animals,
you're
you're
not
gonna
a
get
furry.
treated like animals. So either wise up
So you're a humanoid
or
with
go
just
back to
fine
Fur
hair.
Hub,
You're not a
alright?
furry.
Just go back to Fur Hub. Come on, let's go.
Or you can wise up and just take
Oh,
a
that
hint
the-
and
you
shut
got
the
that
fuck
right.
up.
How about you stop displaying your
We don't
fetish in
want you
public
to-
and then I won't have an issue? How about that? Furries, please control yourselves. I don't care if you have some strange obsession with this fan art or whatever else it is, but please stop displaying this obsession in public. And if you're gonna use the furry avatars anyway, please just put some clothes on.